So we have seen the array, list, tuple, set. Basically these are the representation of different type of the data. So we can say these are basically recognized as a some data type. Okay, these are also known as some data types. We can say user defined data type, or we can say these are the user defined data type. Okay, and Python is a most important and well interesting programming language where we can have the different kind of the data types. And the arrangement of the data in sequence, of course, I at this point as according to you, the students, and all the data, of course, we have, and collection of data, of course, we have. It could be heterogeneous, homogeneous. So here we have a term that is dictionary in Python. Before understanding dictionary, let me give some more detail about the dictionary and theoretically as well. And I'm writing here each and everything rather than the giving the notes into the document format or PDF format. So I'm just giving the entire detail over here, and I will share the PDF file over here. Then you can see. So dictionary in Python is means you must have the question. So what do you mean by dictionary? Uh, just like array, list, and tuple set, this is also kind of a data type and representation of data type explicitly you can. So it is a kind of the concept by which we can represent our data. So dictionary in dictionary in Python is an ordered collection of ordered collection of data values. Okay, so please keep in mind each and every point I'm writing here, and you have to keep in mind each and every statement properly, and which is used to store data values. Okay, like a map, Map is also kind of the data type, and that is used to used to collect the or store the data in ordered way. So like a map, and we will discuss if time permits, and we will discuss map in more detail, and which unlike other data type. See, in array and list and tuple and set, sets we can say order data type, but tuple list and array are the not ordered data type. All the information which I stored that could be represented from the unordered way. When I set all the data representation will be done to the ordered way, and we have seen this concept to the previous class. So this is a point we need to keep in mind, unlike other data type. Okay. Now that hold only value, single value as an element. So this is my first point. If I just want to write this statement or this paragraph as a comment, then I can use triple dot means ahead the first letter, or this is known as a multiple comment expression. Okay, so I can make a multiple comment as you can see over the screen. This matter about dictionary is not ended so far. Just let me continue with the dictionary part. Dictionary hold two important part. One is a key and other one is a value, and that is separated by the colon. Okay, so this is also known as the hold key colon value pair. Okay, so this is the point you have to keep in mind. Key value is provided provided in the dictionary to make it more make it more optimized. See, just like a normal dictionary, English word dictionary, if you want to search something like rat or cat, then what you will see? You will see the spelling or just like a rat. So R-A-T. So first letter you will choose R, and then A, and then T. So you have the some key, and according to that key, you will find your value. So in a dictionary, if you want to define your data type followed by the dictionary, then you must have a two important part. One is the key colon value pair. So I'm making this statement into the comment section for understanding purpose. Now this is the point we need to keep in mind. This is just idea about the dictionary. Here, just let me know any doubt. Please let me know. So theoretically, I am talking about a dictionary. Basically, is a order is an ordered collection of data value in Python programming language, which is used to store some data value and followed by the two important part. One is the key and values. Okay, in array you can store. Okay, just let me write over here. In array, list or tuple, you can use heterogeneous data values. We can use mixed kind of the information. There is no issue. Okay, no. So just let me correct. Okay, just list and tuple. Okay. In this case of what we have in the array, we can store the homogeneous. Okay, this is the point you need to keep in mind. Homogeneous data value. But there is no guarantee that will be in order. What we have set. That is also kind of the is also kind of data types to hold ordered elements. If you remember this concept, then please keep in mind this statement. So in dictionary, you can also have ordered collection of data type, but it has a pair which is known as a key value. Okay, so this is the pair we need to keep in mind. So this is summary. Yes. Here, any doubt? Please tell me. Any doubt, students? Please tell me. Yes, please tell me. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So now I'm just going to the next part. That is my first part is creating Python dictionary. So how to create the Python dictionary? So let us check once again. So as I told you, an item has a key and corresponding value that is expressed as a pair, that is key colon. This is the point you have to keep in mind, key colon, no space, please keep in mind key colon value. So while the values can be of any data type, okay, this is the point you need to keep in mind. So values which is held by a key can be of any data type. So this is the point you need to keep in mind, just like a string, number, or we can say any tuple like information we can say. Okay, and with this is the point you need to keep in mind with immutable elements. Okay, so this is the point you need to keep in mind. If we're talking about the values, then values can be of any data type and string, number, or tuple with immutable elements. It means if we need to update something, then it should be possible. And values must be
Sir,
defined unique. Yes, please tell me.
sir, the values should be changeable or not changeable, sir.
So what is mean by the mutable? Mutable means
Mutable is
we can't change. We can change, we can't change.
we can change.
So immutable means we can't change. Once the value is defined in the dictionary, we can't change. Just like in the English Oxford Dictionary, if the value of the red is defined, then are you able to change some value? No, it is defined on the some specific constraint pattern. So we can't change. So it is immutable actually. Okay, not mutable, immutable. It means we can't change it. Okay, we can't change it. Mutable means the value which is holding by that is possible to change. Now list is basically mutable, but tuple is immutable. Okay, so it is written over here. String number of tuple with immutable elements. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the value must be defined in the unique representation. So now, if this concept is clear to us, so let us first understand how to define an empty dictionary. So I'm going to write down define an empty dictionary. So how to define an empty dictionary? Just let us check. The syntax is very clear, simple. Just like a set, we have to use. So suppose I'm taking a variable is a equal to. So now tell me what is this? This set or dictionary? Please tell me what is this? This is set or dictionary?
Set, sir.
Let's check. See dictionary. Now tell me why it is not set. Tell me. Yes, please tell me.
A set cannot be empty.
Okay, any other input? Any other input? Please tell me. Okay, let me more clear now. B, I'm defining. Okay, and if I define B like set, then if I just try to print B and print its type B, then now see the result. Now see the so set can be empty. So it is also possible to define a set in from the empty. Yes, now tell me. See, in any information in Python you want to define. If I'm defined like this one, please let me clear to all this. If I'm defining this one, if I'm trying to print type of C, now see what would be printed over here. It would be by default, it will print as a dictionary. Okay, this is the one you need to keep in mind. But if I'm defining like this one comma 2 comma 3 and 4, and now see its type automatically is converted. In a set, every element will be separated by a comma. So this is set. Okay, this is the first point you need to keep in mind. But if you want to define this as a expertly, see the our set variable, then how to define this set? So this is the point. Either you can choose this one or this one. So I'm writing here, or you can choose this one. Okay, to define this is set. But if I'm just writing only C is equal to C like this one, so by default it is defined as a dictionary. So let me check and just inform you this dictionary. Okay, so why it is a dictionary? Now, the difference is clear to all. Yes, please tell me. Now difference is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any difference between the set and dictionary should be clear. By default, we are using curly braces to define a variable, so that would be dictionary. But if we want to define that variable as a dictionary as a set, then you must define show it is a set by using set function or set method, or it is better idea to put some element or set element you can say separate by the comma. Now, the empty dictionary can be defined by the empty dictionary can be defined by the just simply like this one. There is no issue. Now, if you want to define some dictionary with integer values, integer keys. Okay. So how to define? So the simple variable. I'm taking another variable like d. You want to take any variable, you can take d is my variable. How to define? Yeah, of course, we'll have a curly braces, and there are two important. But one is a key. So one is my integer value key, and its value becomes like a apple. Okay, and it's separated by the next one, and two is my key of the second element. First is my element, that is one. I'm defining the key. So how many elements we have? The two element. One is a one colon apple, that is the one element followed by the key colon value. Second key is just having the some value just like a wall. Okay, like a wall. If I just want to print D, you are most able to print this D without any doubt. So let us check what is the value of this one. You can see this is the output. So what we have here, what we are having the two parts, one is the key and value. So how many elements we have? Two elements, one and two. See, one and two are the not the sequence number, nothing. You can use anything what you want to use. You can make anything you want to make as a key, that should be okay, no problem. Now, is it clear to all? Yeah, please let me know. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the first element, I'm just making as an integer. Okay, integer key, and other one is value. Well, there is no issue. That is string. In the second element represented by the value in string, so there is no issue. But name as a string I am taking. So let me check. Is it correct or not? So if I try to print this one, is it printable or not? So let us check. So it means two different data types of the keys and values, which is also possible. Like this one, if I want to just make let me take another example. Just do some changes. Instead of all, I just want to use 5671. So is it printable or not? Let us check. So any key and values in the dictionary in form of the element could be in any form. So it can hold the value in form of the heterogeneous. Okay. Now this point is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now mixed type of the information if you want. So it is also possible. So I'm taking the variable d again as is. So no issue. It will be override the previous value. So name I'm taking, and now this one. So name I'm just taking of course my name, and the one I'm taking instead of the 901 thing. Okay, now I'm taking the 56. That is key value, and I'm just taking the define its value in form the list. Okay, so 2 3 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8. So I can take like this one. It is also possible or not. So let us check again the print. Yes, of course it's possible or not. So let us check. Yes, it is possible. So here we can have the mixed type of information. One is a string, one is an integer, one is a list. So we have. So there is no issue. It is also possible to define such thing. Now, is it clear to so far? Is it clear to all? Please let me know any doubts so far. Yes, friend, please tell me any doubts so far.
No, sir.
Okay, so now by using the dict method, we can also define the dictionary. So it is also very easy concept. So in the dict method, what we need to define? We need to define the same. Yes, please tell me.
Sir, you said that, sir, one keyword can be used to define only one element. So, sir, in the above mixed types, you stored 56 keyword with multiple elements.
Okay, now see what we have over here. Just let me clear to all. See, 56 is a key value. Okay, key, and its value is represented by a list. Not integer, not a string value. It could be defined by the any data type as well. So now we are defining such value in form of the list. So somebody is saying to that key and value can be uh, uh, can be any data can be can be can be of any data type of any data type. Now see, it is already written over here. Now see about the I have already seen values can be of any data type. Okay, as well as a key. But the point I'm writing here important point. Values can be of any data type, but key must be unique. Okay, let us check before explaining this concept. Let me clear to all. Just if I'm trying to use d equal to, if I'm just uh, instead of here, if I'm just trying to see here, if I try to copy here, so d, let me take x variable name. If I'm picking 56, the two keys I'm having. Okay, same. If I try to run this part now, let us see, and then x. Okay, now let me run 56, 56. Now see next time. Now see 56 of the list is coming, but that previously was one the overwritten. In the memory, on the particular key point, values are stored 90847. Okay, but later on it was updated by the on the same key we have the updated value 24680. That is a list. So value is just overwritten. So that must be unique. Now see if I try to do something with 56 over here. Value last value will be updated. Okay, must be unique, else uh, uh, else by value it will be updated and count as unique. So here we have the answer. This value will be overwritten. Okay, overwritten by this value will be overwritten by now. Is it clear to all right now? Yes, please tell me. Is it clear to you right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so by using dict method, we can also define the same thing. So of course, see, I'm just choosing this one dictionary. I'm taking the same example here, and instead of the x, if I want to use name, or okay, I'm just want to take a different kind of thing like is. Okay, so something like this one I'm taking. Okay, this is another value I'm taking like so now if I try to print x, okay, print x. Now what would be printed? If I try to print type for the x variable, so now what would be printed? So let us check. Everything is printed correctly and there is no issue. So by using different method, you can also define the same thing. Now tell me, is it clear to you right now, or any doubt? Please ask me.
No, sir.
Okay, so
No,
if you
sir.
want, okay, good. So if you want to access in element, next point we have the if you want to access some elements, so accessing elements from the dictionary, how we can do. So here we have the simple syntax by which we can do dictionary. So now let us take the same example. So here we have the two methods. One is the get method. Okay, so that is known as the get method, and other one is other one is uh, other one is index. The one is by index actually. By index or this one. Okay, by using the symbol, we can method to retrieve. Okay, to retrieve the elements. Now, what was my variable? That is the x. Right now, above we have x is equal to. So if I want to access something, so how to access? So simple concept is like print x. If I inside the bracket, I need to pass the index value. Okay, index value means key value. Sorry, not index, it is a key value. Okay, here let me write over here. Pass key value. Okay, so what is the key value you want to print? Please tell me. But first, you want to tell me. Please tell me which one? Age 56 or name. So what are the keys we have over here? Name, age, and 56. Okay, if I'm choosing the age, so what values to be printed over here? 56 to be printed over here. Okay, you need to pass this value. Okay, and instead of this one, if you want to use get method, okay, if you want to use get method, then how we can use a simple print x dot get method, and inside the this one we have to pass the key like this one. Okay, if it is a string, then we need to use like this one, or if we want to use a number, then we have to write a 56. So instead of this one, okay, we can check, and if we want to use number, so how we can use x dot get, and it is 56. So the output of this one should be, the output of this one should be 56, because key, the key which is having an age that is contain the value 56. So pass key value key and return value of the key. So that is the 56 will come over here, and same thing we will get the answer over here, that is the 56. But here we will get the answer 56, so we will get the answer 12, 34, 76, 8. Okay, let me run this code and see the output. Here we are getting an error, so let me check where we are getting the error. Print x, okay, just see. Yeah, I need to pass the key, and what is the key? Key is a string, so definitely I need to pass the string value. So we are getting the answer as 56, 56, and 60. Yes, tell me any doubt here. Difference between the get method and index by access by using the index, we can retrieve the elements. So access the element from the dictionary. It is very easy task. Yes, please tell me. Yes, student, please tell me any doubt.
No, sir.
No doubt, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, the key which is not accessing by the X dictionary type, if I try to access, then what will be the output? Let us check. You can use get or you can use any other method. Just like I want to use this, and this address key does not exist into the so address key does not exist into X dictionary into X dictionary. Now see, if I try to execute, now what will be written? None, because it does not exist. So output will be none. Okay, so this is the point we need to keep in mind. Instead of this one, if you want to check your output by the other thing, okay, so by the other way, so you can also check it. So there is no issue. So let me check by the index concept. See, stop this one. If I want to use this one, of course I can take. I try to see. I will get an error with the index. So there is no error which will be given by the index, but by the get method will not return any error, but it return the none, because no address is available and this key does not exist, so there is no error. But this index method, we're trying to retrieve the information forcefully, so it will return the error. It will return the it will return the error because by index passing we are trying to access by forcefully to retrieve such key value. Okay, so this is a problem. Why we are getting the error? So let me write over here. We're trying to so this point. So we are getting the error because this does not exist. So how we are trying to get by the get method? This after in the get method we are passing this key. If this key does not exist, so get method return the none. So here what we are getting get method return the none if key does not exist into X dictionary. But it will generate an error if you are using the index. Yes. Now this is the solution finally we have with the get method and by using index. Yes, please tell me any doubt? Any doubt here? Yes, student, please tell me.
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
good.
No, sir.
Okay, good. Now, next we have the point that is changing and updating dictionary element. Yes, any student who have little bit idea about the update or changing something, so you can also change. You can also tell me new idea, how to change, how to update. Just like updating some value in the array or list, it is also possible. In the tuple, it is not possible. Okay, so please tell me how to update the value. Okay, it is a simple example right now I'm taking. So for explaining purpose, then you will be happy to know the concept. Now see, I have a JED kind of the dictionary I'm defining. See, 1 colon 56. Okay, 2 colon 7 digit something like this one value, and 3 colon. So then I'm taking random value 4 colon 1 and 5 colon this one, and 6 colon this one, 7 colon and this one. Okay. Try to print that, so and try to print its type. So let us check this one again. Now what would be the value? Okay, now the dictionary. So everything is correct. My question is to all: if I want to update the value of key equal to 30. Okay, I want to update the value of the key which is represented by the 4. How to change? This is my question. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Yes, please tell me. Any student who have little bit idea about the change, how to change the value of the dictionary? Yes, please tell me. Yes, student, please tell me. Any idea? Do you have? Don't think it's right or wrong. Just you are speaking. It is good for me. Okay, just like updating some value in array and list. That's why I'm asking the same answer.
So get dot update.
Okay.
Sir,
Any other student?
Z bracket 4 is equals to whatever value we have to give.
Okay, I just want to update the 4. Okay, then I want to update the value. What value I want to
Sir,
update this?
इज इक्वल्स टू सर फिर कॉमा
500.
लाकर वैल्यू डाल देंगे जो अपडेट करनी है.
हाँ, तो हमें सिंटेक्स बोलिए ना पूरा. मैं सिंटेक्स लिखूंगा ना, आप सिंटेक्स बोलिए. Just please speak the syntax so I can type over here and see the result if it is changeable or not. Because
Sir,
we have updated the value in the list and array as well. So the same concept you have to apply over here. Just tell me. Tell me, what should I do right now?
let's just take 500 is equals to. It will get
500.
updated.
500 equal to now. How I
No,
can
sir. Z bracket 4 is equals to 500.
Z bracket 4 is equal to 500. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me print the Z and see the result. Is it changing or not? Okay. You want to say you are just saying like this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me execute this code. Yes. 4 key which is having the value 656, it is updated by the 500. And rest of the values are as it is. There is no changes. And this simple concept. Just like updating value into array and list, we have also updated the value into dictionary. This is a simple concept. Okay, this is a simple concept and nothing special. So in the list and tuple, what we have seen in the set as well, if you are to insert something, some element, then we can also add. Okay, we can insert. But in the dictionary, if you want to add an item, then how you can add? Simple concept, very simple concept by which you can do. See, what is the name of the variable? Z. So Z, and we can use. See, I just want to address equal to. Okay, that is I'm just choosing Delhi. Okay, Delhi. Okay, New Delhi is better than right now. New Delhi. See, in our dictionary, Z, in our let me type here. Z dictionary does not contain any key equal to address. If I try to do so, what would be happen? Let us check. Let us check. And after that, I just need to print the Z. And let me check. Yes. At the last, it is updated. So in the dictionary, it's also easy to update, add something. So we are not calling any extra value or extra function like a C or like a list and tuple and set. We have also used the insert method and append method, extend method. So here we want to add any list, any want to add any element in the dictionary of any type. Doesn't mean just define and use it. If it is not exist, now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the keys, and now address is also key only. Okay, and 56, 68, 434, 500, 98, 1234, 9487, and New Delhi are the value of the respectively keys. Okay, now this is the point. Each and every keys are unique, of course. So according to dictionary, every key should be unique, and respectively values we have. No problem. So in the what we are doing, we are trying to assign some value to the non-exist key, then it is will be automatically added. Okay. So I can write in the if there is no existent existence existence of any key and and we try to uh, update or assign some value, then it add automatically without affecting other keys of the dictionary. As we have seen the arrow. Okay, I just trying to add something new like this one, case. Okay, case, and I want to assign the 99. Now trying to print. Okay, now see what will be the result. And at the last, it is now it is clear to all. The whole picture is clear to all. What we are doing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any doubts so far?
Sir, can we change key?
Can we change the key? Okay, so okay, we will see. We'll okay, how we can change key? Yes, please tell me.
Like, sir, in the place of 3, we have to write 8. So, can we do that?
Okay, so this is a question I'm asking to you. It is possible
Sir,
or not?
sir,
First
I don't
thing,
know.
now first thing, it is possible or not? If it is possible, then
Yes,
it is
sir, it
possible?
is possible.
Okay, so how we can change it? How we can update the any key value? Now this is my point. Yes, that's why I'm asking. Yes, tell me. Any student who is remembering any idea?
Sir, simply we write it as if we want to change the age equal to 99 to age equal to 101. So we will simply write like this only, z of age is equal to 101, and then it will update.
No, since it is updating the only the value of the age key. The question is saying see the question is the student is asking uh, in place of age by mistakenly we have written age but we want to write the score or run or we can't do marks. In place of age we want to update or we want to use marks. It means the simply it means age should be replaced by marks. This is the point. So how we can change it? The question student is asking this question. This is my point. This is my point actually. So that's why I'm asking.
Sir, we have to add a new key and then remove that old key because we cannot update that particular key.
So first, think the key is possible to update, or key is possible to add, or key is possible to change or not. If it is possible to change, then we can do. But if it is not possible, then how we can change it? So now question
No,
is
sir, it cannot be changed.
why?
Uh,
Since value is also possible to update, so it's okay. We can update. But how we can change the it's other thing. This is my point. Because you are almost learn a lot of the Python programming into different concept. So we have seen the list, we have seen the array and tuple set. So anything should be remembered. That's why I'm asking from your side. So I can update my question. The student asking, so can we rename the keys? Okay.
No, sir, we can't rename the keys.
So that's why I'm asking. If it is not so, then why?
So, but we can add a new key and remove the old one, right? Like how we do in appending.
Okay. So there is another method. It is better idea to first remove it and then add new one. Okay, I did this one, but no problem. So I have added the new key and its value, that is the ABC 959. I just want to update ABC right now. Now tell me, it is updatable or not? If it is not updatable, then why? First, there's two options. First, we can remove it. Okay, no problem. First, we can remove it. Undoubtedly, we can remove it. And then tell me another, we can remove. After removing, we can add. There is no issue. It is very brilliant answer. Okay, now tell me other answer. Okay, just see, can we do like this one? Can we do ABC? Can we do like this one? PQR. If I try to do so, now what would be? See, and then print Z. No, it is not possible. Okay, if you're looking for this kind of answer, that is not possible.
sir, this will give an error, sir.
And yeah, this will give error. So why? Because you are updating the key, and that is not possible. So PQR is not possible to update. We can't assign this one. Okay, instead of this one, we can't update. You know, if I try to do this one PQR like this one, so what it will update? It will update the 959 to PQR. So it means they are updating a value. So the overall conclusion is saying to us, not possible so far. Okay, now
So in Python, we can't change left hand side terms, sir.
Okay.
It may be the reason.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to another method to update this one. So it is not being updated by using the pop method. So changes key of the dictionary is not updating by this key. Case, but it would be also possible to update. It is very truly speaking in the Python, we can also update such thing by simple concept. It is also possible. It is also possible to update. There is no issue. It is possible to update. Okay, so let me try right now. So we want to update ABC by the PQR. So it is updating or not. So let me check. So since key is also possible to update, but what we want to update, so just let me here I just want to update the PQR, and here I want to remove the ABC. So here I need to use the ABC, and it should be updatable right now. Yes, now updatable. So key in the dictionary, it is also possible to update by using form method. Okay, so by using pop method, okay, by using pop method, it is also possible to update the key. Okay, so it is possible to update. Now you can see it is updated.
So, but pop method is used for remove elements, right?
Right now, so where it is removing, since see, by using the pop method of the dictionary, we are updating the ABC. We are updating the ABC by the PQR. Okay. See, what does it print actually? What is happening over here? This is a very interesting point you need to keep in mind. See, and I'm writing here. First, it will assign, assign, assign the value of ABC key to PQR key. Okay. First, it will assign the value of ABC key to PQR key, and then remove ABC key from the dictionary. Okay, so this is happening over here. So the above first statement, above this statement, z_pqr equal to z.pop abc is performing two different operations. First, assigning the value to the pqr and then removing. Okay, and first it will assign the value of the ABC, not exact value of the ABC. It assign the entire. Actually, it assign the entire key. Okay, so it assign the entire key, and we are from the Z dictionary. We are removing the ABC key. So this is happening over here. So it is also possible to do. Now tell me any doubt. It is also possible to update by the pop method. So everything is possible. So that's why I'm just remembering the thing. If you are looking for the learning the path in good way, then you have to do hard work to learn the more and more things. Okay. Now is it clear to all? Right now, tell me any doubt. Yes, please tell me any doubt so far.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let me give some more idea about the removing the elements from the dictionary. So what is the syntax we have? So of course we have the JAT dictionary, so there's no issue. And just let me print over here. Then I will tell you more detail about the operations of removing. Now remove the elements from the dictionary. So here we have this one. Now I just want to remove Which element I want to do? Please tell me. Which element I want to do? Remove which element? Okay, tell me the key name there. Okay, just tell me the key.
Age.
Okay, so remove is okay key. So if we remove the key is key from the dictionary, so of course the value of the key will be removed automatically. Okay, so remove is key. So how we can remove it? Simple syntax.
We
Why
can
we
use
can?
pop function again.
Yes, of course, pop function. So chat dot pop, and we need to use is. Okay. After that, we try to print chat. Now, what would be output? Let us check once again. It's very simple concept. See, we have the both answer. First one is along with the is key, and next one without the is key. Yes. Is it clear to you right now?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, you are specifying. So what you are doing, you are specifying 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 the key name of the key, okay, to remove the item, okay, or elements. We can say all the element, okay. In the general, we can say all the element. But if you want to, okay, my query is not intended over here. If you want to remove last element,
For that, we can use pop it.
just give me 1 second. Just let me type few statement. Then I need the answer from you. If you want to remove the last element without knowing the key, then how you can remove? Okay, then how you can remove? This is my simple question. Now tell me how we can remove it. So since we
Using
know,
pop item
Using
function.
L.
okay, using pop item, okay, the student who knows about this part, it is good. So by using the pop item, we can remove the last item every times. Okay, so how we can use? So at the time you need to use pop
Z dot
item.
pop item.
Yes, pop item method. So by this method you can do this activity without enter. So let me type over here jet dot pop item. We need not to pass any value over here. This is the point you need to keep in mind. So if I'm doing so, what would be output? Just let me try to print jet. So if I try to do so, see, PQR is removed automatically. Okay, so if I call this function 2 or 3 times, so what happens? Every time item will be removed. Okay, so I call this function 5 times, so last five elements will be removed. Yes, please tell me. Is it clear to all right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My query is not ended so far. I'm very curious person, so I have so many questions in my mind. So I need to ask. I want to remove all the elements. Then how I can remove? Okay. Rather than calling the pop item function n times, it's a better idea to remove all the elements in a one instance. Then how we can remove? Yes, please tell me if you have any idea.
Delete.
Okay, delete. Okay, let me check this one according to you. DLZ. Okay, so if I do this one, then it will not delete the all items. It will delete the dictionary. But I want to keep the dictionary, but I want to remove or I want to see my dictionary as empty. So there's simple syntax, very simple command by which you can do. You can use here the
Clear.
clear method. Okay, so please keep in mind you have to use the clear method. Let me check jet dot clear. If I'm doing so clear, then if I try to print jet, so what would be the output? Let me check once again.
Empty.
No, empty. So it's just printing the symbol that is this is empty. But if I try to print this jet again, it will show this one. It means what does it mean? It means there exists a dictionary without any element. Okay, any element. It means there exists a dictionary without any element. And what is the name of the dictionary? That is chat. Okay, without any element. But I want to remove the dictionary. Okay, then what is syntax? You can use Del's del keyword, that keyword or statement. We can say statement. Okay, so the syntax will be the del z. So this will delete what it would delete. This will delete the z dictionary. Okay, dictionary. Should I execute this code right now? Please tell me. Should I execute?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just executing this code and let me check. Okay. Now, if I try to print z, now what is to be printed? Because z is not defined, because z is removed. Z is removed. Okay. Is it clear to all right now? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So far today, what we have seen, we have seen what is meant by the dictionary, and its next one is creating a dictionary. Next part we have seen define dictionary with mixed type or without mixed type you can do. And next one we have seen how to access. Okay, how to access the dictionary. So here we have used two important methods. Those are the, if you remember the thing, what are those methods? By which the get method or index. So with this help we can access the dictionary, and after that we also try to see how to change or update the value of an element in a dictionary. And the next part we have seen how to add an item into the dictionary. Next part we have seen remove an element or all the elements. So here what we have used pop method of item method, and next one is clear method. Okay, for adding purpose we have used we have didn't use add item, but there is no required to use any other method because it is very simple to use add. Now at the last what we have seen, remove the dictionary. See, these are the few basic operations we have done on the dictionary, and we have seen what is mean by the dictionary, and this is the simple idea. Yes. So for today class we